share all of my crafting adventures, my crochet, knitting, and of course all of my sock knitting. So today is Saturday, October 4th, 2025. It is 11:19 in the morning. And this video was supposed to be recorded about 5 days ago. I wanted to have it recorded on Monday so I can upload it on my birthday, which was Wednesday the 1st. So this is a new Shanae. I'm 32 now, not 31 anymore. So yeah, let's get into the video. I have I have three finished objects to show, some whips and some acquisitions. So let's start off with my finished objects. I have 3. Let's do my socks first. They're here on the table. They should have been on the chair beside me. I've got these pair of socks. The pattern is called Little Sprouts in the Rain, and I just did a pattern on the leg portion. I didn't extend it to the foot because I didn't want to. The yarn I used is Freckled Whimsy, the September 2025 Club Baguettes in Bordeaux. I knit these on a 2mm needle, and I cast on 56 stitches. I'm trying to find my perfect tension for socks. It's just really loose when I use the 9-inch circulars for some reason. Like my favorite pair of socks that I love the fit of them, they are I knit them on 9-inch circulars, and I did 64 stitches, and I did size 1 or 2.25mm, and I got 9 stitches per inch, and everything else will be in 8 stitches. I cannot get to that 9 stitches no matter what I try. So I'm thinking it's the 9-inch circulars that are causing it to be like that. So I'm running some experiments to see what I can do. But these were pretty nice. They have a good amount of negative ease, just not as much as I would like. But yeah, they're not matching. I did one skein from the outside and one from the inside, so they're going in opposite directions, if you can see. And I did the Shadow Wrap Shortway heel, which is my favorite heel to use. Yeah, so those are the socks. Next is my Venetian shawl. It is too big to show. Like, I'll insert a picture of me wearing it. But here it is. I use my Sorella minis that were in purple. I had, I gotta count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 20-gram skeins and 1 50-gram skein, but that wasn't enough. I had to add a 10-gram skein of some Oakwood Knits yarn. It's in a different base. It's in a 4-ply base, and the rest were 2-ply, but you can't really tell. But yeah, it is finished, and it's beautiful. I'll try to put it on for you guys so you can see it in all its glory. I'm really not much of a shawl styler, but I think this allows you to see. It's really long, like it's taller than me. I'm about 5'3" on a good day. But yeah, it's really warm and cozy. I haven't worn it out yet. Well, technically I did for my picture, but yeah. So yeah, I don't remember what size needle I used. That would be on my Ravelry project page. But it was a lot of fun. Very easy pattern. Very repetitive. The only thing was that I adjusted it a little bit, so my counts were off for some reason. So at the end, it got really weird there. So, I mean, really nobody would know except for I just showed all of you. Another shawl. It's my Raina shawl. I call it my prismatic shawl in the project notes. This has not been wet blocked. I steam blocked it because I finished it last Saturday, and I was going to the Stardew Valley concert, and I wanted to wear it there, so I steam blocked it the morning before I traveled to it. Yeah, this is it. It's very pretty. Yarn I used Yarn Love on the Juliet sock base. The colorway is called Stained Glass, and I think this really shows off the color really well, and you can even see the eyelets. This pattern works very well with variegated yarns. So I'll put it on so you can see. And I did get a chance to wear this, and I wore it similar to this at the concert. I had on a pink dress, and it went well with it. That's it for my finished objects. I'm going to move on to whips now. My first whip is this. This is my birthday cast on. I cast it on Wednesday. It's not much, but it's honest work. This is the web pullover. It's a pattern by Kat of Kitty B Knitting. It's a top-down pullover. It starts with a nice like lace detailing for the yoke, and then it's just stockinette all the way through and some detailing at the bind off. Yeah, the yarn I'm using Rowan Cotton Cashmere. I'm using this white color, and then I have a purple color as well. That's going to be the main body. And I'm knitting this on a US 1 2.25 millimeter. The pattern does call for a 4, but I could not get gauge with this. And like what's crazy is the gauge for the yarn, like on the ball band yarn, it uses a 4 millimeter as well, and the gauge is like 20 stitches per inch. The pattern calls for a US a 4 millimeter, and it's like 21 or like 22 stitches, and I was like, oh, I'll just go down and knit a size and I'll be able to get it. No, I had to go all the way down to a 2.25 millimeter, and I still really didn't get gauge, but I'm just gonna go with it. My gauge is off by I think a stitch or so, so I'm just gonna fudge it and I hope it fixes. I mean, if it's a little bit bigger, that'll be fine, I guess. Because I tried on the shop sample, which was in the second size, which is a 44 bust circumference, and it fit very well on me, and I like the fit of it, so that's what size I'm knitting here. And we'll just see how it goes. I'm gonna pop on a progress keeper. Yeah, use this one. Put it somewhere and it's not gonna get in the way of anything. Yeah, I'll put it in this section. Yeah, progress keeper required. My next whip is the blanket I'm making for Emily of the Cozy Crow / Crochet Creations here on YouTube. She's doing a bookish blanket now, and my blanket is not book themed, but I still want to join in, and I can. But yeah, here it is so far. This blanket pattern is called Vignette by Helen Stewart. It comes in two. It's been a while since I recorded, and you can tell, can't you? It comes in two iterations. There's a wrap you can use or a blanket. The wrap is knit in a rectangular fashion, but the blanket is knit on the bias, which I like because, you know, you'll get up to a certain point and then you'll just decrease and that'll be fun. But yeah, the yarn I'm using the variegated and tonal sets from Red Door Fiber Studios from the Ghibli collection. I know in my last video I said I was going to knit something else, use some other yarns, but it wasn't working out how I wanted it to be, and I'm liking this a lot more. So yeah, I've worked out that if I knit about 9 grams a day, I can finish by the time the Make Alone ends, which is on the 30th of November. So yeah, because for a couple of like weeks I didn't work on this at all because I was focusing on other things. But yeah, 9 grams a day, 8 grams a day, I think that's pretty manageable. So I'm gonna do it. And yeah, I'm really liking it. There's this little section with eyelets. That's really a well written pattern. It is a lot of pages because she has like this tracker you can use like with the instructions written out, but I like charts, so I just go down to the last page and use charts to do it. There we go. And it's going to be so warm and cozy. These are all 2-ply 80-20 blends. I think it's perfect. And I'm using the 100-gram skein in the middle. This is a tweed base. And it's called Soot Sprite. There's little, little flecks of color in there, as you can see. So basically what I'm doing is once I reach the end of the color, I'll do 4 rows of the black color as a little marker in there. And yeah, I'm really liking this project. I always forget how much fun it is because I have so many whips, like so many whips that we're not even going to talk about right now. But I have so many whips, and every time I pick one up and start working, I say, oh my gosh, it's so much fun. I need to work on it more, but I never do. But I'm bringing this one out. I'm bringing this one out of, oh my gosh, the yarn keeps falling on one string. I'm bringing this one out of the inactive whip pile and putting it into the active whip pile because I want to finish during the make along. And it'll be a lot of grams out of my stash. So yeah, that's it. This is the wrong side. And I have to get better at estimating how much yarn I can use to complete like a full row back and forth, because I underestimated how much, so I had about like 30 stitches on this side that were incorrect. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter, but I'll try not to make that mistake again. Because usually what I would do is once I saw I was running out, I would tink back. But I was so close to the end, and I was like, I'm not seeing it all the way back, so I just went with it. Just adds a little character to it, you know. This next whip will be my transition from whips to acquisition because I'm using this with new yarn. There's a pair of socks, and yes, those are DPNs I'm using. I pulled out way too much yarn. I should just cut this now. I will cut this now. So, alright, so yeah, I'm using DPNs for the first time, using it for a whole sock, for most of the sock. I did use 9-inch circulars for the cuff because I'm not doing ribbing on DPNs. Like, no, it's not happening. But once I got to the stockinette portion, I started on DPNs, and it's not that bad actually. I have used DPNs in the past to like finish off a hat or something. Yeah, to finish off a hat. And I used them recently in a little mini sweater that I made for my little boo-boo. Oh, I should show you guys that, but it's in my car, not so far. I'll insert a picture of it here. I used the Sweater Flight coaster pattern. It's a pattern, it was a free pattern actually, that had a different mini sweaters you can make. There was one with a raglan, a circular yoke, set-in sleeve. I think one was bottom up. So you can test out different constructions on a smaller scale. I think it's cool. But yeah, that's when I used some DPN. So I was like, you know what? This wasn't that bad. So let me see how bad it would be for a sock. And I'm actually liking it. I find that it's easier to stop, stop in the middle and not have to worry about anything falling off. I haven't had any stitches drop yet. So yeah, this is it. The yarn. So this is Opal yarn. I got it from #Yarn Corner, my local yarn shop, and I bought this the day before my birthday on the 30th. I was very excited that she got the yarn, and because the Opal Rep hat came in a couple weeks ago, and she got some yarn that we picked out, and yeah, I got it. This is the information, like the colorway, I guess. I don't know. I don't speak German, but yeah, I guess the colorway is 11601 and the lot is 3866. It says Shifts Mackin Karen. I don't know. Y'all read that? I don't know what it means. I looked it up and I think it translated like ship maker or something like that. Don't know. But I do like how it is knitting up. It is very reminiscent of the my favorite socks, which were, I knit them out of Barocco socks. You know, it's like more of a toothier wool, which I was like, oh my gosh, it's so rough. I'm not gonna like them, and they're my favorite socks ever. So yeah, the only thing is my gauge is 8 stitches per inch instead of 9 stitches, so it won't be as tight as I want it to be. So maybe DPNs aren't the way to go to achieve that. I guess I'll have to try magic loop or 2 circulars next. What I'm going to do as sort of an experiment is take 2 skeins of yarn. I'm going to use my Ruby and Roses since I have those on different bases. I have some 2-ply and some 4-ply. I'm going to knit those the exact same way, exact same pattern, and see how the gauge differs, and see what I like and don't like, how it wears, as sort of a experiment. But yeah, that's this. This is my acquisition. This is my newest whip. It needs some jewelry. It's on the butterfly. Yeah, but for this one, I'm not doing any type of like pattern or anything. I did a 1x1 rib for 1 inch. I did a leg, a 2-inch leg, and then I did my shadow wrap short row heel, and I'm just going to knit till I have about 19 centimeters from the foot, and then I'll start my toe decreases. Yeah, so these would be like kind of shorties, like in between shorties and regular socks, like ankle socks, I guess. Yeah, little ankle socks, which are my favorite types of socks. Yeah, it has its jewelry. It's a little butterfly. Oh, we didn't put a marker on the blanket. Oh, this has this little bird. Is it not adorable? I mean, I love this. This is one I picked out too. Yeah, this is how it'll knit up. Just nice. I love it. This is my first time working with Opal yarn, and I really enjoy it. So we got this one. This one, the colorway is whatever, Ahoy, that, and the number is 11600, which I guess is the colorway. I don't know. I guess what I could have did was use my camera to use the translate thing to see what it says, but I want something. But yeah, 75% virgin wool, 25% polyamide. says do not use fabric softeners. I won't. Next, I'm going to take out plastic. This is Freckled Whimsy on the Serendipity base. I told you I was going to switch bases, and I did. I got the 75-25 blend. It's a little bit thinner than the 85-15, which is what I expected because it's more pump. But I think with it being tighter, it might work well for me, whatever. But this is the October 2025 colorway, which is called Witching Hour. And it's a 12 stripe repeat. That should be nice. But yeah, it's the standard, like, more Halloween-esque colors and fall colors. These ones for September. These ones for September were more of a fall color. This is more of a Halloween color, which I don't mind. I don't celebrate Halloween really, but I like the colors because it's purple in here. And for a long time when I was younger, since my birthday is October, I thought my favorite colors had to be orange and black. So for about like 3 years of my life in like elementary school, I was like, oh, my favorite colors are orange and black because I'm born in October. Halloween. Yeah, no. Purple's my favorite color. And there's some purple in there. So it's nice. So I can't wait to knit these up. Any more? Oh, and of course I got the yarn for my wet pullover. It was the white and purple. I don't have them right now. I don't feel like going back in the house to get them. So you'll see them next time when I hope. You'll see them once I get more work on the sweater. These next whips came in today, fresh from the mailman. And I say mailman because my mailman is an actual mailman. He's a man. It's not a male lady or male woman or male person. He's a mailman. And he's been our mailman for a long time. He's actually really nice. Yeah. He always knows when it's my name. It's probably some yarn. But yeah, this is from Oakwood Knits. This is the September colorway, which is from based from the movie Up on Poppy Hill, which I never seen before because it was on HBO Max when I was subscribed to HBO Max, but I never got around to watching it, which is kicking myself in the butt now because I definitely should have. But yeah, the only reason I had HBO Max was to watch the Ghibli movies, and then they took away, I think they took them off of there, and I was upset, so I left. That was the only reason I was there. They either took them off or took off the English dub, so I don't remember which one, but I digress. This is on the Classic Sock Set, which is her 75-25 blend, which is a blend that I like. I'm finding that I like it more than 80-20 for socks personally. Like, I used 80-20 for the shawl, worked nice. Using 80-20 for the blanket, working nice too. But for the socks, something about that 75-25 blend. This is really nice. I think it's a good medium. It's not as bouncy as the 85-15. And I like 4-ply better than 2-ply. But this main skein is called Summer of Farewells. And this mini is called Poppy Hill. And this is a nice fall color, right? Yeah, I think it is. Speaking of fall, Denise of Earth Tones Girl, she is hosting her Falling Leaves Sock Cow that goes from September 15th to November something. I don't remember. And I'm going to enter these in because these are fall, and I should make some socks out of this, make them fall. What I'm thinking of is doing a vanilla sock and having like little stripes of this one on the leg and on the toe. I've seen Lisa from 72 Stitches. She's done a couple of socks like that, and I really like how it looks. Also, Rachel from wow, I'm blinking. Curls and Polish. She's done it as well too, and I like how it looks. So I'm going to try my hand at that as well. Yeah. Next, also from Oakwood Knits. This is one of a kind. It's a test from her K-pop Demon Hunters colorways. This was the test of the golden colorway. And it's on the bounce sock base, which I didn't know. I thought I was getting a classic sock base, but obviously I can't read. But yeah, so this is on the 80-20 blend. You know what I'll do? I'll do my test with this one, and I don't know, because I'm thinking about, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I have another test game from Kim of Oakwood Knits from the October 2024 Animal Crossing Club that I think will match with this one. I might do a shawl, but I think that one's a 4-ply. To be determined, because my original plan for this, when I bought this game, was to do some socks. I might still do that, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. That's it for my whips. So we covered, oh, my acquisitions, not whips. We covered finished objects, whips, acquisitions. Yeah, that's about it for all my stash stats. One moment. All right, I'm back with my stash book. This book was actually, I got this last year for my birthday. Isabel, one of the ladies I knit with, she got me a nice box I'm using to store my socks in. With some yarn in this notebook, and it has stickers, but I lost the stickers. But I'm using this as my tracking my stash. So September was going to be a good month. I just want to preface it with that. So I started out with 29,560 grams of yarn. So out of my stash was 483 grams of yarn. I finished 2 shawls, 2 pairs of socks, and 3 baby hats. In was 1,610 grams. So hear me out. Originally, all I had in was my Freckled Whimsy, my Oakwood Knits, my Freckled Whimsy, which was 100 grams, my Oakwood Knits, which is 120, and then my Red Door Fiber Studios, which was 590 grams. So I was going to be like almost net even. But then on the last day of the month, the 30th, my Freckled Whimsy for October came in, and then I went to hashtag and bought 700 grams worth of yarn. So that the last day of the month blew out all my numbers. So net for the month was positive 1,127 grams, which brings my ending to 30,687 grams of yarn in my stash. I have finally done it. I have broken 30,000 grams, which for the most part, I was hovering around that 20, 29, 28 number for a long while. Now we've finally broken 30,000, 30K. Oh well. Not overwhelmed yet. All I have to do is keep knitting, which is fun, and crocheting, and doing other things. Yeah. Oh, I got tea. And Kim's orders, she always puts in a bag of tea, and I got some organic chai. Woohoo! Oh, I never discussed the top I'm wearing. This is my Tulsa Tank by Rebecca Clow, the Crayabea. And I knit this out of Through the Wardrobe yarn. It's on the Romantasy DK base, which is a 50-50 merino silk blend, which feels nice and cool even here in Florida where it's summer all year long. Yes, thanks. So that is it for the Yarny things. We're gonna do a little bit of reading, watching, because I've read some things. I've read a book. My most recent book I finished is called Strange Pictures. It's a book by Uketsu. Right? Uketsu, I believe was the name. I don't know how I came across this book. I think I was just like scrolling through Libby and I saw this book and I said, oh, I'll listen to it. It sounds cool, because it was a thriller type book, like a creepy book, translated from Japanese, which you guys know I love those books. I don't know what it is about languages, books that have been translated into English from another language. I love the stories more. Anyways, but it was a really good book. Like, so good. I would recommend reading the actual book because there are pictures, because it's called Strange Pictures. There are pictures in the book that help with the story if you see them. Yeah, it's a bunch of, I think it's about like 4 or 5 mini stories that are connected, and it's just going through. It starts off with this blog post, and the blog seems, regular. It's this guy just talking about, his life, working. He gets married, he finds a girl, they have a baby, and then there's nothing for like 2 years. And the last entry is like, oh, I can never forgive you, but I still love you, blah, blah. And it's like, well, what happened? So it goes into, what happened there. And the story is just amazing. There's another book as well. It's called something else, but I want to read that too. Yeah, it's a really good book. I will recommend it to you guys. It's not like horror scary. Like, it's not anything like, oh, there's demons coming, they're gonna cut you, or like monsters, anything. It's just regular people doing bad things. Scary things, I guess. Which I can stomach more than like monsters for some reason. But that was good. I started listening to God Help the Child by Toni Morrison. Very good so far. I'm a couple of hours in. My phone. Oh, my phone's 50%. That's fine. Let's see. Hope it didn't get returned. I am an hour and 15 minutes in a half, 4 hours and a half left. Really good book. Doing 5 days. That's fine. I can get through that. It's a good book. It's narrated by the author Toni Morrison, and it's really good. Let's just read the synopsis. At the center, a young woman who calls herself Bride, whose stunning blue-back skin is only one element of her beauty. Her boldness and confidence, her success in life, but which caused her light-skinned mother to deny her even the simplest forms of love. There is Booker, the man Bride loves and loses to anger. Rain, the mysterious white child with whom she crosses paths. And finally, Bride's mother herself, Sweetness, who takes a lifetime to come to understand that what you do to children matters, and they might never forget. So, yes, it was released in 2015, so 10 years ago. That's crazy. But yeah, I've read a couple of Toni Morrison books when I was younger. The Bluest Eye is one I remember. There's another one as well. But yeah, I like her writing style. What else? I'm watching Bob's Burgers, watching One Piece. I am on episode episode 9. Okay, who cares? Okay. I just opened Crunchyroll to see, what episode I was on. And freaking look, the final season of My Hero Academia is up. I have to watch that, so that's what I'm going to be doing after this. Anyways, I am on episode 985 of One Piece. I am very happy. So, yeah, still watching Gachiakuta and watching Kaiju number 8. Cool. Yeah, that's it for all the live things. So yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. I really got distracted because of the My Hero Academia, so that's the only thing that's on my mind right now. So I'm gonna end this podcast out. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time I upload, which will be, who knows? I'll try to do like twice a month, so like every 2 weeks. If I get inspired to do something in between, I'll do that. But yeah, I'll probably do twice a month uploads on one day of the week. Monday, I guess. Yeah, maybe Mondays I'll upload in the afternoon. I really don't know, guys. I just record a video and put it up. When it goes up, it goes up. But I guess I should be more consistent for the YouTube or whatever. But I'm just having fun out here. But yeah, that's it for this week. I'll see you guys another time. Have fun out there knitting, crafting, crocheting, cross-stitching, bead making. Whatever you like to do, have fun doing it. Do it responsibly. And I'll see you next time. Bye.